Can I lend my money to make fixed monthly passive income? This is a question I've been asked too many amount of times. My name is Arpit Arora. I'm India's leading personal finance expert and passive income coach. I help entrepreneurs and professionals to eliminate the dependence of money they have on their business, job or profession by creating the power of passive income in their life. Now, talking about lending, is it a good way of creating passive income or not? Let's first understand the scenario that we live in today. The kind of scenario we live in today is that the economy is struggling, the rate of interest is at 4%, and most importantly, how people have been lending in the past at 18 and 24% just does not work anymore. The kind of problems that people have faced by using these kind of strategies, especially in times like these, are what I'm going to share with you next. People who have lent their money to their relatives, their known people or other colleagues have actually seen that the interest that they actually lend the money on in the time to come actually reduces, because the other people, although start committing to a bigger rate of interest, are not able to pay so, and then they reduce this rate of interest. If that does not happen, the worst kind of scenario happens is that the people actually default on the payment altogether. Now, if that is not enough, people are still not able to create fixed monthly passive income out of this because the cash flows are very irregular. When people are able to pay, they pay in a lump sum, and they're not able to pay, they do not pay for even years. Lastly and most importantly, because of all this, the relationship with the person who lent this money to also goes on the downside. And most importantly, this is a strategy which is not scalable. Now, with all of these problems, the objective was obviously by creating a stable monthly passive income without having any money worry. Now, you would have seen this strategy clearly has a lot of problems which comes by it. However, this does not mean that you cannot create passive income in your life. I can share with you a few ways through which you can get started, and right now. The one way of how you can do this is by using bonds. Yes, bond is an instrument in which you invest and are able to create fixed passive income which comes on the basis of the kind of risk you want to take. Now, for example, if you want to invest in a corporate bond, the smaller the corporate, the higher rate of interest you will get. And you can also invest in a government bond, which obviously will give you less rate of return, but will be very, very secure. So here you can actually control the risk versus return, something you cannot do by lending to people. Another amazing thing about this is that you can take your rate of interest up to 10 to 12% as well, depending on the kind of bond you want to invest in. Also, the strategy will give you a very systematic cash flow approach where you would know on what date are you going to get the interest in your own bank account without even asking. And most importantly, you will know the maturity of the bond, as in you will know what date will the initial principal amount come back into your own account. Another way of creating passive income by lending is by investing into different financial instruments which are now available in the market, which can not only give you 10 to 12% dividend or interest, but at the same time they also give you capital appreciation. However, these are advanced strategies and you need to learn about them before you make that investment. My point here is to explain to you is that the way through which money was managed in the past is not continuing to do the same or give the same results as it has in the past. The times are changing, and so do we need to change the way through which we make our investments and create our passive income. So the one thing I hope you've realized today is that if you want to create more passive income, the one thing you have to do first is upgrade your financial IQ.